Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, beloved. Hey, forgive me. I'm in the real relaxing zone. I start treating my Mondays. I start adding my Mondays onto the weekend. So while others, still look at it, your weekend is Saturday, Sunday. I fulfill it into a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. At my best, I try to at least. Sean, what you doing? Little bit of everything. What y'all out there doing? Opening up my mail. Someone can go walk to the mailbox and find out the how your street start, go to the mailbox and your street start turning into Highway 90. What you got in that mailbox, bro? Same questions that my somebody who I used as mentorship lived on the street. Start driving up on me. Mail check. What you got in that mail, bro? Guess they got tired of asking. He was like, shoot, we'll just divert. I'm married to this judge. I'm getting married to this judge, so we'll divert your mail. Stuff like that. As well as prolonged cases. Sean, what are you here for? I was thanks for all this line of credit. Everybody's saying line of credit. That must mean AmeriCorps over there doing a good job on them bills. Hopefully so. Before I go snap. Go over there. COMML. No, back. Got them problems in the lineage going down, so I guess y'all trying to work it. But you're not working hard enough. You already know the deal. Pastor Bryant. Salute to you. Y'all know how to go, brothers and sisters out there. We're gonna go direct. We're not gonna fun a game with this subliminal or codes and all this. Is direct. Why? It's your time. It's your time. I don't know when we thought we were going to, foresee a better adjustment to the rhetoric. There was never going to be an adjustment to the rhetoric for the better. Just to codify in so many ways. These people funny, man. These people funny, bro. Codify people in so many ways. Like people said, to get the agenda pushed through, to make it not seem as that there was the agenda. I really still believe that the factors of cleaning up the system as far as corruption and things like that, yeah. But it almost seemed when you looked at outside in, many of you pastors can help me out on this. It was like clean up to those who don't buy into the system. Not so much work against the system, but work under the system, right? And don't support the system. You can get rich and all that and find ways, not loopholes, not to support the system. So that means you're disconnected. So of course the industry or whatever would not want that, right? Because not only are you not able to be controlled, but at the same time, you're able to have your own foothold within the system and be prominent, be successful. The system don't like that in so many ways. And that's funny because we're in a system where those that came in said they was going to go smaller government, more smaller business, more in tune with the people and stuff like that. But yet, see the quirkiness. So we're trying to be back up under that plantation type ideology, as if, and you can blame some of us, even myself, because the whole purpose of me doing what I do is, like I told, I'm not worried about anybody outside that ain't, not like I don't care, but who I mainly focus on is those who never had an opportunity, always wanted an opportunity, always worked hard within the system for an opportunity, but them doors always got shut, or it was always a problem, or somebody always wanted to control that individual, and there was never no need. You see what I'm talking about? Just let the person be and do what they be and be a cognitive will. If they can be a will, then let them be a will. But if there's somebody who has to help operate to make the wheel move, then okay, so it be. But there's so many of us now today, if you see today, could independently think. How do you know that? Look at the businesses. The business tells. The business mind, the business understanding of what folks want to do and how they want to go about their lives, it tells today more than it did back in the day. I'm not saying that back in the day, folks weren't business savvy and what we were, but not at a bigger scale because we were just coming out within the families and saying, you can own a business? Yeah, you can own a business. Where folks like didn't ever think I can own a business. You know what I'm talking about? Me, you growing up in the era of Kmart and stuff like that, we looked at them businesses and stuff. We wasn't in our minds thinking at that young age or whatever, oh, one day I'm gonna open me a small business and I'm gonna da-da-da-da. No, all right? Our thought was that one day I'm gonna own Kmart. You see what I'm talking about? What. So today now, folks, it ain't no dream. It's almost like that's the norm. You ain't got no business. You ain't got no LLC. You ain't doing. You see what I'm talking about? That's the norm. So when that's caught on, now that the religious sect has seen the viable on how that can reach, all right, and I talked to more of those that not using it as a capitalism. I know I done shot a lot of my religious folks in the foot in some way because you bring up that ATM and that's just to bring the sensory back to us, to understanding how we have allowed so much of the money to dilute your religion. There's so many of y'all you know already. I don't hold no qualms on your intelligence and what you know and compound on who you originally are. See, that's what they lose. See, you're original where you can go back sometime within your Kashi records and you know what you're talking about. And if you don't, it's a reference of what you should know and you're able to go get that, all right? Most High gonna give that to us, with the elements that we all, those that are able to go out here in these elements and endure them without any screen. You know what I'm talking about. Because this is how you get your function. It's your electricity that makes all that thing move around in you, all right? So it might be upsetting to many of y'all. And, I see Miss Abrams and so many of y'all coming on, and those who grew up in the church understood this was coming. Many of us was already, you know what I'm talking about, tuned for this. This is the prominent reason, pay attention, the value, my opinion, of the church, of the mosque, cathedral, in every facility that you go in brotherhood at, sisterhood at, and do what you do. Look what's coming down. How do you get, back in the day, you young folks, you didn't know, you got the phone and communication, so a drop of a dime second, you got information like that. Back in the day when we was up against these systems that didn't want a black woman, man, brown, indigenous, Indian, whatever you want to call it, whatever type of phone, didn't want that communication to be prominent. If I'm hurting one black folk, one black family, I don't want all the other black families to know or anybody to know that I burnt their house down, burned their cross till later. Terrorism, all right? Terrorism. So that makes them have to stand on one and fight, rather than being, you got a cell phone that, hey, bro, I heard so. Yeah, they coming over that, and then everybody, okay, they coming? All right, we here. We waiting on them. Come on. See how it go. It's a different world we live in. Today, we can do that, our combined efforts. Just communicating, we know each other. Based off now, watch this, pay attention. They realize, pay attention. And many of y'all say, well, you talking, you need to. You need to start showing no fear. No fear in who you are and what you're about and what you do. You're doing it in the right tone. You're going in the right manner. Folks got to follow you, knowing that you're the original descendant. You are here today. I don't know how much I got to stress this. Just you being and knowing. I'm a descendant of what? Power. Original power. Original power. And just you knowing. Activating yourself. Doing things that make you, let them call you weird. You're supposed to be. Many of you should not be walking in nowhere near the Safad aura, the BS catering. Shouldn't be nowhere. You should be trying your best to run away from it and be who you are. Why? For your children. For our children, because we seeing today, if we don't, and we don't be who we are today, then who you think your children gonna continue to follow? That's how they go. So no, like I tell them, no, I don't run to your doc. I don't run to all that, because how can you know me when I'm 9? You 6. I keep saying this. Many say it. That's why many of y'all that get caught up, you know, I don't put Brother Polite out there like that to showcase his downfalls and da-da. Brother Polite is very intelligent, very smart. You don't need nobody to blow nothing up him, because that's why he was able to do what he do and get where he get. But I always say it, it's always Achilles' heels. You laugh at me or think I'm weird and whatever. You can think whatever the F you want about me. Because what I am and how I live my life, it ain't going to put me in jail. It ain't going to have me out here having my hands on no woman physically, abusing, touching, woo-woo-woo, to put me in that jail. To have one of their own, pay attention. Somebody outside our culture, somebody outside our tribe, somebody outside our originality, who we teaching and trying to raise and show, be yourself, be on the, but then knowing that so many, the jealousy, the hatred, the woo-woo, whatever, the systemic within us, why? Your power, it's your power. It's who we are. What I realize when we see power on each other, and we know why you look at another black person or another minority or brown or whatever, the same way as the other. I'm gonna put a shoe on you, okay? And everybody gonna have to wear it. You know why you look like that? Look at that. The same way the outside, those that are that hateful and use the race card to be that hateful, and it's no different than a bull, right? I got your Italian bulls, right? To get them bulls, what do? Well, watch this. Let's pay attention. And go over there and what dude doing? What are you doing? Why are you poking at the bull, bro? I'm saying something. Pay attention, black folk. Original. Parental guidance. The bull, right? Right or wrong, the bull got the strongest yin yang, right? Let's talk. The bull, between the legs, yin yang, okay? So, I'm poking at it. It's game. That's game. Poke at the bull. Why? Upset the bull. Why? Get the bull running at me. Why? Thrill. 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 You ain't living enough in yourself that you need to go poke these animals? I'm saying something out here today. Ain't I, Eric? Love to talk to people. Ain't I, Eric? See, they like to put that stuff on their walls and stuff. Thrill. I took that down. Oh, you say the bull? You say the lion is the toughest thing on the realm, on earth? Pow! Put that on my wall. That's the toughest thing. That ninja out there tough too. Oh, they is? Ninja out there tough? Pow! Put that thing 6 feet deep. Or put them handcuffs on it. Put it in that jail I made. That zoo. That jail. So no, sir. Don't worry. Don't stress yourself about the rhetoric that come out today, because we've stopped buying that a long time ago. Only problem is we had to dilute the masses off that false and right radio, real talk. And so collectively we doing that. And what I knew already, once we can get this out, Most High did, I should say. Once you're able to get this out, boom, boom, information and boom, boom, and flood it like they do with the propaganda, BS and all that stuff, your people gonna pick it up. Your young people, them Jedis that they gonna pick it up. Why? Cause Most High said, I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you something that I really don't give most people your age when they come around. See, all the others, you paid attention to the other prophets, messiahs, whatever you call them, just messengers. We just give them glorified names and stuff because feelingly they are working for the Most High, like most of us don't want to. But I'm gonna give you a shine on you. That's gonna come through them 22 angels and all that stuff, because when they see you and be like, what's that? It's different. It's simple. It's raw. Damn. Pay attention. That kind of favor me. And a lot of us don't look nothing alike. What you favor? It's like I'm in my bathroom and getting ready for work. It's like I'm in my bathroom and I'm listening to such and such. Hey, God, it's good. It's the God in me. And I'm being my real self before I put my going outside self on. What you talking about? This dude right here that's gonna make me feel comfortable. Gonna empower me to feel even more uncomfortable with myself. Cause God, dog, do he show us how comfortable he is with himself despite what the F we throw, say, put up on billboards, whatever? I'm gonna blow half y'all mind today when they do the interview and tell you exactly. Cut and dry. They don't want your truth. Pay attention. They don't want your truth. Black church, brown church, minority church, the churches that had to every Sunday swallow the truth in some ways because of the tax codes, the freedom of getting that. Teach this way, right? Because of the theology schools that you were sent to, this is, right? So they don't control that no more, all right? You've been shown so much of the history of Jesus, Esau, Yahweh, whatever you want to name and call it, but you've even understood etymology and going back there. There wasn't no J's back there. How can it be named Jesus? Can't. But the enduring factor of it makes just the same as the picture that you say. That can't be him. The conditions in that region will not allow that. It just won't. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I don't. That's the truth. And you think I'm lying? Ask any Arab over there, any black folk. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. And then the factor that so many of us can set the example and say, I've been over there. I know exactly how hot it is. And guess what? I was accompanied by some vanilla folks. So I know what you can handle and what you can't. Proof in the pudding. Okay? So the non-acceptance of the reality, right, to those who hid the reality, they knew the truth. They just understood the truth will set you free. When you do this, brain banging. And what was holding us down, pay attention, what was holding us down, all right? Our own folks. Our own folks. See, in this phase of us, this past 3 years or 4 years, what we were working towards is this. Open our minds to see our reality, not somebody else's history. his story about you. See where you at? Now so many have found their own story about themselves. About themselves. Okay? That's scary to some. That's scary to all. Even those that on the side of the original, because for so long they allowed themselves to be blind. Watch this. Not that, oh, I didn't know. They knew, seen the signs and everything, but still go to church and they dress in plurals and and they just hoping. Hope nobody, hope enough people don't. Like Flora on Good Times. Her own child. I need y'all to think about this. This going on in a lot of houses. This is the generational disconnect. This is why you had on that Bible, in the Bible itself. This is why Tupac rapped about it and said it. It'll be a race of babies, generation of babies. It'll tell the ladies. And the reality of the babies is demonstrous as many of you sit there. Oh, these kids ain't these kids. Oh, these kids ain't. I want you to switch that up. You ever got a whooping with a switch off the tree? With the rubber off the door? The little rubber. You remember, I'm talking to some folks that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Broom handle something. Thorny something. It didn't feel good, did it? Who I'm talking to? 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. You know? Like, why? Because had to go get them, because every time you get in trouble, you escalated the trouble that you got in. So we wasn't learning. Notice that? So what you think these badass kids out here is? And that is, babies, beloveds out there that's in so much and doing so much. I ain't condoning none of what you do. I ain't saying, oh yeah, you know, it's off. No. I'm just saying I understand. Wish you wouldn't get in trouble. Wish you had some good, you know, do. But the reality is reality. You allowed in so many ways to do this just like this because you got a secret weapon to show elders and all that stuff. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? It's old folk with the rat mouth still running around here talking about racism. No. Just call it what it is. You losing power. You losing control of your scheme of making things racist. Because like I tell you, up there at the elite, look at the Grammys. Does anybody find it weird society? Yes. Where is it racist? When and where and why is it racist? Okay. It's racist at the courthouse. Why? Because something didn't go something way, one race, whatever, and it's two races. It's races involved in it, so let's make it a race. Okay, cool. Got it. It's a race. Race. It's racist. This shooting and ice and this and that. Let's turn it into like a race or whatever. Why? Because it caused chaos, and there's races: there's white, black, green, woman, gender, trans. Let's make it a race thing. Okay, cool. Turn it right. Subway, something happens. White man killed GI veteran. Let's make it a race thing somehow. Why? Because that's chaos. Low-hanging fruit. Watch this now. Can we make it a race thing at the Grammys? What the hell are we gonna do that for? What we gonna do that for? We suited and booted. We looking good, smelling good. Hell, matter of fact, ain't no race thing. Matter of fact, you see that Chinese, you see that Thailand, ain't that such actor? Ain't that singer? I'm trying to get with her. Him now. No goddamn race thing up there. It's a lifestyle up there. Different type of lifestyle. You know why it ain't racism? You ain't looking up there. Now you are, because they trashy. You seeing it. All kinds of stuff. They the ones that, 21 buildings. Got 21 businesses and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? And da-da-da. And when I want chaos and all of that, I can do some things to these businesses and stuff and make them flip, flap, woo. I can make HEB prices go sky high. Woo, woo. Why bother you? Because stuff happening up here. See what I'm talking about, Mr. Brian? So pay attention to that, because the places you think and stuff, football games, basketball games, you don't see no racism. No, they ain't allowing it. They won't. That's my money making places. Saying something. Okay. So don't buy into it. You see your tide changing. Even you pastors, you good ones out there, you ones that truly your heart, you do what you do. You get lost. We all get lost. Don't trip. Don't trip. But knowing your power now and adjusting, because understand, folks is right. I have the power to influence, good or bad. And what's the time say now, though? You know what I'm saying? What does the time say? We're gonna look good at what we're doing. You know what I'm talking about, Brian? Y'all look good at what you're doing. Okay? Just keep flipping it with the 50-50, understanding that we never did look bad. We weren't never, when we all gotta ask ourselves, when did we ever look bad? No. When folks starts telling us we was looking like this and like that, and we start believing it, and then we start turning on each other. Think about that crap. Before then, shoot. Hey, look at all this. Don't go on do that shit. Go on do that, bro. All right. And we compliment outside ourselves. Other folks and all that, we still do that. But we get the bull from them, because, and think about it, it's fitting. And the reason why we get the brunt from folks outside of us, you the color. You that magnitude color, all right? I'm not trying to pump you up, whatever, because I tell you all the time, just because I can double that sword us and give us and put us on a pedestal, it's the same thing that what we're in now. We going through this to clean ourselves up and so on as a masses. You know what I'm saying? And people think they throwing their stones, well, you need to clean this. No, don't. The stuff that you trying to throw stones at about me don't kill and hurt people, all right? What I do, give a 75% guaranteed uplift spirit, walk a change in life, positive, fools out here trying to be like me. And I say fools because don't be like me. Take the blueprint, run with the blueprint, and make it your own. But it should nowhere want to look like me or whatever. And I don't downplay myself, because maybe somebody said, well, you don't realize your change and how good you look and this and that and that. Yeah, one do. Why you sit there and lie to yourself when I'm the one who sit up there and been married 5 times? I don't know. I was just doing what so many of y'all do and see the elite do and sing, dance and all that. I was just down here doing low budget balling, because money it just don't. I got it. I don't. Let's move. What can we do without it? What kind of thing? Does that stop your life? No. Shit. And sometimes many of us realize and see for the real factor of it. When I don't have a lot of money and stuff, I sure be getting creative. Saying something. So, like I say, direct, right? This shows you. Watch, I'm gonna show you something. Progressive, I don't understand. I don't know what your issue is with me. All right. I'm trying to, in good faith, if you affiliate with the USAA, and because USA know I done left them, they're gonna have some issues now they got to deal with. And so you know what I'm saying? Because if that's the issue, then let me know and I can move away from you and we can propagate, information and stuff for people to leave you alone. Because what's not gonna happen is this. I get with you now, all right? You got the Snapchat and all that stuff. You told me to send the information, got the information. You told me to send information that I had insurance prior to that. I sent that. Boom, boom. I done sent that. Right. Today, I filled out all your stuff on everything, but you still seem to want to reach out and get in my energy flow. Is there something going on? Is everybody good at home? Because this morning I'm sitting up at my little spot getting me a little breakfast. Before I do that, I'm just doing listening to some content, push out some content. I'm figuring the content wasn't suitable to you. You didn't like it or whatever, it struck you wrong, whatever. 21 businesses, right? And so you felt the need to, as I'm in 7-Eleven, get my little call. And I'm talking to the beautiful woman about her baby and stuff, and all of a sudden I get a call talking about, are you okay? What you mean am I okay? We got a call from you 30 seconds ago that you had a wreck and all that, so you're projecting onto me. No, I didn't get no wreck. You know, I'm sitting right here talking to a beautiful pregnant lady about her surrogacy and all that stuff, and you interrupted me because, now, why do I base that off of that? Same thing. Get in the mail today. All right, pay attention, beloved. Important information about your policy. Send your information so you can keep saving on your policy. We didn't do everything. Have you lowered your premium, indicted you and your spouse name and all that stuff? I don't have no spouse. I told you I'm divorcing, trying to get away from this person. So I don't have no spouse. I don't have nobody living with me. I told all this stuff, right? But Josh Hasley, is that the same Josh that be on around my channel? Giving info? You can usually find this information, bodily harm, your body, your coverage, cancellation notice, certificate lock. Now, another reason why I got this in the mail is because the young lady who I talked to gave me the website, her email to send the, she was beautiful, to send the confirmation of not having that. And these folks out of Fort Worth, so, oh, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. You putting stuff together? Yes. I gotta put this back in the mail. Hold on. If I got it here, let me show y'all. I don't. I guess I ripped it up already. Cause I'm the only one should get mail in my house, so. Did I rip it up? I usually don't touch it. No, I didn't rip it up. Oh, I already put it in there and forwarded. So Josh, you must be with the garden tool down there in Fort Worth, and using that in your garden, and so, or they work with you or something, because that mail for that person came in the same time. So got you. But no. We're not putting no spouse. We don't have no spouse. On paper, physical, we don't have no spouse. On paper, we finna not have no spouse. People starting to realize, hey, we need to go on and cut y'all, because us making him stay with you is killing us. Y'all starting to realize that. So keep wanting that. So we got that, and so the most important, that's the reason for Brother Billy, all right, the B. I feel institutions need to continue to stand, because when it comes to retransformation, relearning, revamping, or strengthening, because there's churches out there, facilities out there that already been connecting spirituality, not the kind of spirituality most of us dive in and woo-woo, and we wearing our unks, and we then took a little bit of back to the ancient days to realize that our power is on that level and it's going to continue to rise. But back to truth of the folks that actually correlate, identify soulfully with those that you read in that book. So you can dilute the book all you want to, but what you can't dilute is the struggle. And many of you see, pay attention to this one, I leave. Those that struggled in these books, read about them. Don't dwell on the names. You only dwell on the name because then you can, when you want comparison or when you want to coincide it with somebody you're talking to and you want to be you want to be in that common language with, so they know, yeah, Luke did this, or, remember when Luke, remember when this, and, my life, because that's what it's for. So when you reading that book and you're like, damn, Samuel went through hell, David went, man, God, dog. Watch this. Who that going through that today? Who that going through hell today? Pay attention to them. Not hell because they caused hell on other people. Pay attention. That's not them folks in them books. See, them folks, they didn't cause hell on other people. Other spirits and other unfaithful and other ungodly folks, other ungodly entities was causing hell on them, and they telling you about it. Who is that today? See how that go? Who is that? You can easily identify it now. Not the fool sitting up there with all the money. Surely not. No. See how it go? Not the fool that thought they had all the power. Surely not. No. Not the fool that got the button for the army. No. No. Not the fool that can drop 30, 40, 50 points and 15 rebounds and da-da-da-da. No. They not what they struggling about. Not the fool that can rap and be on the billboards and sing da-da-da and da-da-da-da, woo-woo-woo. No. No. See how it go? Somebody want to say, well, the success, you don't know somebody's struggle, da-da-da, to get to where they're going and what they got to. The shoe don't fit on everybody. No. Beloved, don't think that I don't know that there's some folks out there that are successful and made it up there and they truly didn't bend over for nobody, bend over backwards, da-da-da, woo-woo-woo. They there. They talk, we hear them. And you hear their struggle a whole lot different than anybody else's. Their struggle was, man, I'm up here doing it. But the struggle is folks don't want me up here doing it, but I'm still up here doing it. See the difference? See the difference? You don't want me here. Nah, they didn't promote this. They didn't, they took this way. You started hearing a lot of that from folks that was trying to disconnect from that. DMX, Left Eye, you know what I'm talking about? Aaliyah, you know what I'm talking about? Where then there's others that struggle because that's part of the initiation. Why you starting? Because they're part of the initiation, folks. I had to bend over. I had to. So why you ain't? I'm in power now. So what make you think you ain't? I'm the gatekeeper now. So what make you think you ain't gonna have to? See how it works? Next part of it, if you understand your history, then we understand what Quan talking about, and so many when they talk about these mental institutions and things that they want to invest in. Though I do believe that we should bring it back, because the reason why mental institutions should come back in so many ways, but it's going to be hard in this society because who's going to equip the mental institution? The robot? Because that's the only one emotionally sound to do it without being biased. See how it works? So, but that's just for our overly exerted ones that, prison is not a good place for folks that are truly, truly mentally unstable. It just ain't. It causes more of a problem. That's crazy because it's like, damn, we ain't prison for unstable people. Yeah, but we more talking about people, people that are aware. They aware and they know, you know what I'm saying, rather than folks out there that got schizo, bipolar, stuff like that. And it's a lot of us out there that are running on that fuel right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you would not even imagine. So the viable recourse, what we're doing, that's what confirms that the online therapies and therapy doctors and stuff like that's coming around makes sense. At one point, I was like, I took offense. I was like, "Is these motherfuckers trying to insinuate that I'm cuckoo, jumped over the cuckoo net?" No, they just trying to show you that, man, we working and we got these therapies out there and we need to lead people to it and stuff like that. So hope there's so many that, you know, can't find themselves through the minimal of themselves, because we have set a trend where that, you know, you talk on the phone and you correspond and, you know, you let your issues out, none of that. But being who we are, and we're gonna test it, and we're gonna put the works and put the idea to work to test to see if it's viable. Hey, you know, us Americans, we gonna go to ham on it. I don't make fun of it, but the reality, you know, it'll soon folks will feel comfortable. You gotta give folks time to know that whatever therapy online is afforded, that it's credible, right? And how do you make a credible online therapy when there's so much stuff that is not credible online? When the thievery door is open to whatever, you know what I'm saying, is making money and stuff like that. So I know how I look at things, and I'm like, I don't trust it. I just don't trust that. I don't even order stuff no more, especially realizing what is, you know, my mail and all that stuff. Not just me, you know, a lot of people feel like that shit. I'd rather go to the store and buy it because I know it's gonna come. Trust the sites that you go to, some of the folks that sell on TikTok, But you gotta understand, it's been built like that, beloved. A lot of people don't see it, but the dysfunction and chaos is built in there purposely, manly, womanly, by whoever. And who is it? It's your folks that don't shop online, that don't operate online. You know, we sit up here acting like Macy's and J.C. Penney's and shut down, and all these others, they ain't going nowhere. Target, they still there. So who you think? Not saying these folks do anything, but who you think fund to not online, not to be viable? Come back to us. Drive over here. See how it works. And the other way too. Internet folk do chaos to the folks that got business and physical. Let's see it for what it is. So the implication, it's an implied task, which right now is a warning. We don't like what you're saying. We don't like the truth that you bring in. So we're going to have to reprogram you. In the reprogram, we got to collect you up, change the curriculum within schools and settings and stuff like that, to bring back the philosophy that falsely stood this up, Typhonian. That's what it is. So when you learn outside the box, it's too hard. You can't go in. You know what you want to look in the box for? You've been in the box. See what I'm talking about? So there's nothing in the box no more for you to learn. And that's going to be the hardest part. So now that you control your own brain, what comes next? Folks going to try to control the body. What's important for so many of us keep saying, stay the hell out these streets. What you protesting for? You ain't a criminal. You're educated. You brain banging now. What you protesting for? See what I'm talking about? So, like the beloved said, and I keep saying, nobody ran to you when you was a slave, when you welfare was this, that, nobody. Right? And I know that's cold, but it's not cold. It's time that we take care of the folks that forgot to take care of themselves at one point in time, collectively. The folks that we don't get put on them books. George Floyd can die and and we sit up here and got to go in them streets and fight. While Asians, Hispanics, whoever, whatever, get the resources and people fight. Beloved, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. I love my Hispanic culture. I grew up under it. I had two buddies, Gustavo Mondo. I talked to him till the day I'm dead, talk about the example. I used to run around with them cats, man, loved them. They love me, all right? In our young days. I did stuff that my mom would skin me alive, but they ain't sell me out, held me up. There ain't a color in this world that ain't fought for their existence and humanity. We all have at one point in time. Continue to in so many ways. But you know you feel a sad day, black folk do, when other races are die hard, even ourselves. Look at ourselves in the mirror. We'll fight hard as fuck for our Hispanic brothers and sisters out in about this immigration thing. Other races fighting, not all, just fighting. Immigration. But you've been fighting hundreds of years for your blackness to mean something. Black lives matter. Notice how it's always to find a way to turn the spotlight away from your injustice, your reparations, things that you know fully well in your community you deserve. The society is sick. Just like Beloved said, it was a sick society we was living in during slavery, when we was treating human beings like animals. No different than the donkey that plows the crop. Even lower. Folks that catered more to the animal than you. Pay attention. How you figure? Because I'm going to eat the good part of the animal. Or at least I'm going to eat what I consider the good part of the animal, because the pig ain't nothing, filthy ass animal. Nothing wrong with the chicken, so we still eat it. But I'm gonna eat the good part, and I'm gonna give you the shit. Chitlins, pig feet, shit like that. That's how much they felt about you. The same way they feel about you, Sean. 21 businesses I own. Is HEB one of them? That you be so mad at a content creator that you make the little things that dinners and stuff that normally cost $6, $6.99, they go up to $10. That's how mad you are. But you feed a lot of people too, huh? Is it balanced with you? Your idiocity? Yeah. So now that we see right through you, because you're transparent, you always have been. I hope you catch that. Always have been. Always have been able to see right through you, how your rivers flow. I hope you catch that. Because you're not going to escape this one. None of you. I'm not here to scare nobody. Because I'm not the one that you should be scared of. But you should be scared of. What you should be scared of is what Most High put in it. The unstoppable, real DNA. And my blood continues to boil. Each day go by that you play your games. Each day go by. Yeah, I got patience. I got resiliency. I got all that. But I also got the wherewithal to know to call judgment with my Most High, not with you, with my Most High. On things I would not dare do to my fellow man or woman, out of spite, out of envy, out of jealousy, out of lack. Out of literacy. For those who you feel that you think, you know that you're losing, and you feel that, well, we're going to take this down. No, you're not. You're not. Because the many of us and those who work what we do, those behind the closed doors and those in the front who don't mind the antics that you try to play with us and stuff, because we know God with us. And if God with us, who gonna be against us? Like one beautiful one said back in the day, I don't hear him no more. Yeah, if God with you, who gonna be against you? Why even worry about who against you? They not God. And that's where I've gotten to. I only talk to you now almost direct because I know how much that just, that now when you see me, you actually see the work of Most High instead of seeing me, the one you thought weak, stupid, weird, crazy, lame, goofy. I really want to hear what you got to say. What's goofy is that you'll never see the damn Hall of Fame, dummy. That's what you should have told him. You one of the best out here. And your goofy ass stepped on your yin yang. And you'll never see. You'll never have a position up there. When you should be up there, you was one of the best. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Randy Moss type. Well past Carter. See what I'm talking about? And that ain't taking no off them. Them were great. Randy, Jerry Rice. So now, I named them three top. Ask yourself, who goofy? See how that work, beloved? Shit. I'm gonna set stuff right. Cause them fools everybody know. Hey, yep. There the bus go right there, yep. There it go right there, see it right there. Roll the bus. You ain't even take a picture by it. Goofy. Who taking a picture by yo? Shit. Who putting you in the same category? Catch-wise, TD-wise, touchdown-wise, playoffs-wise, Super Bowl-wise. Goofy. And anybody else out there that play like game like that? Wanna play? Come on. I'm the Slayer. Top notch at it too. So we close it up. Keep pushing like that. That's the type of vent you spent. All right. Y'all out there got stuff on your chest. Now come to the thing to argue and da-da-da. Come with some substance with to validate why you venting. Now I get off my chest because these people up in my energy and I know they are. doing all kinds of stupid stuff, right? So you don't let that stay on you, right? I could tell so many that, taking my day off today, I might do a little something, take a dude walk, but just chilling. My Mondays, I like it. I love them. Moving into them Sundays and just relax, even more zone, movie out and stuff like that. But yeah, you ain't gonna work out stuff like that, man. Don't hold that stuff on your chest. You ain't gotta worry about Sean. Sean ain't no dummy. I know all the symptoms of, yeah, you need to talk. Your face get to twitching and scrunching up and stuff because you know you want to get some stuff out. Go talk to your doctor. Hey, doc. Doc, yeah. You got a minute? Yeah, I got more than a minute. Come on in. You certified, qualified, holistically trained? Well, you got about 4 years of experience now. Saying something. I ain't no telling how many clients you got. Keep working though. My aim now is to keep doing what we're doing and qualify, quantify, certify. Some of them doctors are already doing what they do in this position like this. So then if it's based off of me and my way of doing it and they can get gyms and stuff like that, then we working. I see what Queen of Wands was talking about, see the vision already, and believe that you and so many others like you minded that I'm so ready to work with, right? So ready to work with. Just us getting in the forums where we know people ain't gonna be trying to mess with it and da-da-da because they know that they feel it's competition is gonna take away from what they doing, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to build. We're here to build. But we're also here to not take no from folks that don't want us to build. And there's a lot of them. And it's powerful and they're strong. But they're not stronger than God. And that's why we still doing what we're doing and keep moving. Until them hearts and minds change or get out the way or see their demise for what it is. Because that's what's gonna happen. Right? So you don't put no timetable on Most High. Well, I stay ear to ear and all that. I don't expect things to happen like you shouldn't either. Those that are walking this line should see that. And for the example of the past 3 to 4 years, you should know that. Most High gonna give you leeway. Oh, you think you this? Somebody told me because they see me doing better and stuff. Oh, it ain't gonna last long. One of the readers and stuff. You put that back on yourself, fool. It ain't gonna land on them because they see. Now my tide is turning purposely because those who pissed in my cornflakes and da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? God gonna give you that. Oh, okay. You took that. Well, what you gonna do with it then? Let me see. Okay. You just gonna go out there and flying and put it in somebody's face. Okay. Regular basic shit. Okay. Oh, okay. And okay. No, watch this. Because you didn't do right with it, watch this. That's how God works. Because my collective or whoever that they were supposed to be and all that, they would have, boom, boom, share, boom, boom. No, I'm not going to dwindle this and party this off and da-da-da when there's people out here that woo-woo and then woo-woo. You see what I'm talking about? And that's what you dumbasses do. So now you reap that. That's what you sowed. Reap that. All right? So, appreciation. We'll work. We'll figure it out. All right? We'll figure it out. Because we see. It also might be from the last time when I got on and I copped and I left and then they got mad because of that. So we'll figure it out. Either they're gonna back up or Flo gonna come up with another commercial and we're sorry and please don't you know how y'all do. I call it the Snoop Dogg effect. One-on-one anytime. Anytime. Snoop, Charles White, Kevin Hart, T.I., These people know why. But I know what you won't do. And anybody else, man. But I like the ones that got something to lose. But see, that's what I know. Got something to lose. So you won't do it. So you send losers that ain't got nothing to lose around me. Stupid. And now you realizing, watch this, turn your table on your stupid ass. Now you realizing those that you thought was losers, I call them losers if they accept your crap. If they accept your low-end fruit that ain't gonna last long, realizing if I do this or whatever I do, it's me that's gonna go through this crap, not them. So they stop messing with you. So they not losers, really. They just pawns on that chessboard that didn't realize they kings and queens. See, to be a king and queen, you got to grow from something, right? Where do you grow from? A pawn. If you know chess, if you understand chess. That's the initial birth. You birth the pawn. Then what are you? You're a pawn? You're a pawn now? No, I'm a knight. You're a bishop now? You're a pawn? No, I'm a bishop. You see how I'm not? You're a pawn? No, I'm a castle. See what I'm talking about? You grow into that. All right? Same. Yeah. Chess is life. Work with it. Or don't. And just stay a pawn. Love y'all out there. Stay good.